Welcome to a new episode of Moviepuffs. Moviepuffs?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome to Movie Puffs, where movie buffs talk about movies with a twist.
Movie Puffs, yeah!
Moviepuffs is where we dissect, discuss everything cinematic.
We educational.
All right? Very. In today's episode, we're exploring the psychological terrors of isolation in our Cabin Fever episode.
Oh boy.
From snowbound thrillers to claustrophobic horrors, we're examining films that explore what happens when the walls close in and the mind starts to unravel. So grab your blanket, pour a hot drink or a hot toddy, roll up, and join us as we delve into the chilling world of cinematic Cabin Fever. Whoa,
You feel good about that one?
yeah, that's way better. What's the first movie that comes to mind when you think of Cabin Fever?
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you brought that up, I'm like, what the fuck does he mean, Cabin Fever?
Right.
I honestly thought of the movie Cabin Fever, which I've watched
Which is a trope,
so many times. Shout out Sean, he was my little crush on Boy Meets World.
Right, he's in Ryder Strong.
Shout out Ryder Strong. I know that name for once. I'm learning actors and real
Yes.
names.
Well,
Very
some
proud.
some of the movies I thought of was Evil Dead. Like when I think of Cabin, I think of Evil
Snow,
Dead. Yeah.
Claustrophobia.
Yes. What's the one with Johnny Depp? He's a writer and he's writing something.
Yeah.
Why am I having a brain fart on this?
I know which one with John Turturro.
Yes.
About like he stole the
What
idea.
the fuck is? I can't.
I know which
I'm
one.
gonna find it. I'm gonna drop it here. Yeah. I think of him because he's
yeah.
literally in the cabin,
For
and
sure.
then Kathy Bates, the one where she
Misery.
that one.
Yeah.
I think of that
Yeah,
one
yeah,
too.
with James Caan. That was crazy.
Well, you was just at a cabin.
Yeah, Cabin Fever. Boy caught a cabin cold. I'm a little nasally out here, but yo,
Stay away.
I think I'm past the contagious stage or contagion. I think
You know,
another-
Contagion is a
There you go,
theme.
right?
in
See, that's
the-
why I said that.
Yeah, of
See,
course.
I'm
Boom,
doing my
ka-ching.
homework. Season 4. I'm here. Let's go. But yes.
Nice.
Yes, I was in a cabin this past weekend with my family. It was a good time. Watched a ton of movies. But when I think of a Cabin Fever movie, I think of The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio.
okay,
yes.
Even though it's not like strictly
Yeah, but
stuck
the
to a
snow,
cabin,
Yeah.
I think of weather, right? And
dread.
him being in the
Mountains.
mountains, fighting that damn bear. Like, that's one of the things I fear most
Yeah,
of
danger.
being in the cabin.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I kind of got out the box with Cabin Fever because I know it's meant to be like in the house and you're stuck and you go crazy. But I kind of went outside of the house with it, so...
No, that's fine, because the term cabin fever typically refers to a feeling of restlessness and irritability that can occur when a person is confined to a small space for an extended period of time. We can take a deep dive into the GOAT cabin fever movie of all time, which is
The Shining.
Here's Johnny.
Shining.
I was thinking of Jack. I was thinking of Nicholson because you just going crazy in the cabin. Hello, he left.
Hotel.
Yes, and
Yes.
it's like I think it's just
Yeah.
them. It's only them.
The Overlook Hotel.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he was also going there to write. Amazing.
Exactly.
Drop the 80s?
Oh my God, probably the 70s.
I remember that.
80s,
Dave, I told you.
1980, right, on the dot.
So-
1980, yeah.
I'm a late 80s baby, and I remember that being a movie I watched with my mother, and I don't know why. That
Why?
was something that I watched
That
so
you shouldn't have
young,
done that.
and my mom let me watch it. But
That
that movie
explains
is
a lot.
terrifying, bro. He said it explains a lot. Yeah, I love you too, man.
Yeah.
But great movie, definitely a classic.
Yeah,
in terms
yeah.
of
So
Cabin
The
Fever.
Shining was directed by Stanley Kubrick, which is like one of the GOATs directors of all time, right?
Any other major films you could shout out?
Oh my God! Oh, he actually did one of Vera's favorites, Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh my God, I
But
love.
he also did
Which-
2001.
Fun fact, that was his last movie that he did before
It
he.
was before he died. That was his last one.
I know,
Yeah.
but
No,
it
but that's a
feels
good
good.
one, yeah.
It feels
You can have
good.
it.
You're gonna have one of those moments, Eve. I swear to God, you're gonna have one of those moments.
You're gonna have a fun fact too. Watch. It's like a baby says the first words. You know.
It's the growth in the team. Everybody got fun facts now. Dave's
I
not the only
literally
one. I love
cannot
it.
wait
I
for
love
you to
it.
have a fun
Yeah.
fact. I cannot wait for you. To
Watch it be about like the Ninja Turtles or something. You know.
Honestly, maybe Mighty Ducks because I have yet to watch
That's
that.
true. There's a lot of fun facts in there. Yeah, yeah. So It's a psychological horror masterpiece, and it tells the story of Jack Torrance, played by Jack Nicholson, and he's an aspiring writer and recovering alcoholic who takes a job as the winter caretaker at the isolated Overlook Hotel. As his wife Wendy, always also played by Olive Oil, and their rest in peace, their son Danny, Ewan McGregor. They settle in. The hotel's dark.
They're both dead?
No. I said because he plays Danny in the sequel.
Yeah.
Of Doctor Sleep. You know.
Yes.
Yeah. But as the whole family settles in,
Olive Oil's dead, though.
yes, rest in peace. Yeah, and Popeyes too.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, no, because Popeye was Robin Williams, and they're both.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, rest in peace. Okay, cool. So the hotel's dark history and supernatural forces begin to prey on Jack's fragile mental state, leading to a terrifying descent into madness. You know, hoo-ha. So The Shining is considered as one of the greatest horror films of all time. And it influenced countless movies, books, TV shows,
God,
even
absolutely.
music.
Yeah.
You know, it has this iconic theme, you know, like even... was it red rum? You know, that's murder. You know, that's from this, you know?
Yeah.
So it also has a lot of iconic imagery, like the twins.
I was
or-
thinking of Insidious.
hallways.
You know, Insidious when
Yes.
they have that moment with
Insidious
the
is
crazy
creepy.
and it's like right by a clock
It
too.
influences every.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it
the
does.
the
Us. Oh, not us. What's the
one?
one with Jordan Peele that they were dancing? Those. Us.
yeah the with
there's
the
some
tethered.
movies that is similar
There was
to
some
those
crazy like.
Jordan Peele
Oh
movies.
no, what that wasn't. That
Which
wasn't
one?
Jordan Peele. I think that was. There was. Is it Atlanta?
Who was dancing?
There was these two scary little girls, and it was a horror. It was something.
That was in
horror-related.
Nope.
That
Because
was in Nope.
they were acting like the aliens.
That creepy fucking
Yeah.
cracking of the bone with the
Yeah.
two twins. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I was thinking of that also. That's another inspiration behind.
Yeah, the blood elevator. That
Yes.
too. And of course, here's Johnny. You know, and that scene, fun fact.
There we
Fun
go.
fact.
See, look, he had to throw it in there.
That
He
scene
had
was
to throw
improvised.
it in there.
And Kubrick loved it so much that he left it in.
Dave, if you could
Yeah.
answer this, what was Jack Nicholson famous for in terms of other films at this time? Because Shining was big.
Shining was huge.
big, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
was there anything else that he was known
at
for?
that time? I think he did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest also, which he
Okay.
won an Academy Award.
He loved playing crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he does it.
Because-
I mean, he's the Joker.
Yeah,
Don't
he loves
forget.
Playing, I love his with the yes.
Yeah,
That's my favorite.
it's Prince's Joker.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, the very first one.
Tim Burton. Tim
You
Burton.
know
That's
how
my
much
favorite
money
Batman.
this man made out of back end deals on the character and whatnot. He
episodes.
banked.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah,
Jack is the man.
he's a good businessman. Yeah.
All right, so he's been
Yeah. Also, like behind the camera too, he's like a bad boy. Like he gets the baddest women of the time. Like
I believe
he's
it.
that guy.
I believe
he's
it.
that guy.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's Jack Nicholson.
I mean, listen, I love Kubrick, but the motherfucker was crazy. He made my girl go crazy too. I just gotta throw that in
She
there
did.
because while I
She
do
did.
admire his work,
She
I gotta
did.
acknowledge the fact that man was pure evilness. Okay, which is in theme
he was getting
of
the
cabin
scene.
fever. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
you have-
just I gotta throw it in there.
Yeah.
My guy was a little cuckoo in that.
but yeah. Speaking of cuckoo, have any of you guys actually experienced cabin fever? I mean, I know.
Well, yeah, you tell me. I mean,
Yeah,
besides you
you were
getting
with
sick, bro,
family,
you
yeah.
was with family. How was that?
I didn't. No cabin fever because we got out. We went skiing, snowboarding, tubing. So no cabin fever, but I could understand. I felt cabin fever when I was recovering from my leg injury. I would say that because I was stuck in the crib for 2 months, right? Not really getting out. So you feel it, like you just overwhelmingness, like you just can't sit still. You start to just lose it after a little bit, and you want to go outside. And I tried to go outside, and my leg wasn't ready to go outside.
Right,
so
right.
I get the concept of it. That's the most I can say. I haven't really had cabin fever in a cabin though.
I feel like I have for sure. It was my birthday. I think it was last year or the year before. I did a cabin trip with Bae, and I felt like I was like, all right, if this was my horror movie, how would this go? You know, like I was picturing,
yeah.
like that's what I was.
You look
going
at the
through.
exits,
yes,
you know, like,
which is
all right,
very Vero coded. Like if you know me, you know I'm thinking the worst possible scenarios. And I'm thinking, all right, if Jason was to come through this door right now, how the fuck would I get out? And I'm
I think like that all the time.
I don't need cabin fever.
No, but like I was in that cabin. Even when I stood in there was another in the Catskills when we were out there. There was like this alarm going off. I guess they do that to like let people know like what time it is. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can
the
let
small
me know.
towns have it.
Yeah, let me know in the comments what that means when the sound goes off.
What you think?
Because I was hearing that and I was like, oh my god, this is The Walking Dead. Oh my god, there's zombies coming. I was thinking of shit like that.
Yeah.
Anytime that I'm in the cabin, I think it's always gonna go back to like a movie or a freaking TV show.
Of course. There's this one movie I know I saw on Peacock. It was a Peacock film, and they were very clever with it because it's when COVID was still fresh, and it was a bunch of people. They were like, it's called Sick. I don't know if you guys seen it.
I feel like I've
seen it.
I feel like I've seen it in passing.
It was during COVID, so they had to, like distance themselves from everyone. They were supposed to be on campus, and they went to like a whole cabin. It was like your typical slasher movies, but I like the fact that they got creative with it, with like the times and what was going on.
What were they doing?
Yeah, no, so it's like they used the whole backdrop of COVID being the reason why they were isolated.
Okay.
But then it was like, who's that person? Because everybody was supposed to be at their houses, and so it also it's meshed into with the slasher theme.
Okay, I
so
love a
that
good
was really
slasher.
cool.
That conversation is perfect because one of the questions that we wanted to ask each other was like, what do you prefer? What do you think's a better cabin fever experience, right? The psychological thriller or like a slasher? So Veto can start, I guess.
Oh, damn, that's a really good question because I love both. I'm gonna say psychological thriller because I like play with my mind a little bit. Like a slasher, we already know how that works. True. I mean, we already got the formula. How can we really switch that up? I think a fabulous way of switching that up is the movie that they made where we're following the actual killer. I have yet to watch that one, but
is it the one with Mila Jovovich? I think like on their on vacation.
We shared it in the group chat.
Or they're on vacation.
No, not that. We're looking at from the point of view of the murderer, like the person who's killing, and he's like randomly walking.
It was like
around.
of a ghost, right? It was a ghost.
Some shit like that.
It's a new movie.
That was a fabulous approach when it comes to slasher, but I like a psychological thriller. Play with my mind a little bit. Come on,
Why can't I have both?
True.
That's like a win-win.
Yeah.
Films do that well.
Because a slasher is a slasher, It's just because I also watch was it like Heart Eyes the other day?
You did talk about that.
Yeah. And it was very on the nose, and it made me enjoy it a little bit more.
They already have a formula
Exactly.
with psychological thrillers.
It's on my watch list. Hard Eyes.
Same.
You will like it.
Like with psychological thrillers, there's so many ways to go about it to me. Like it's you can really take it to like a psychedelic standpoint if you want, which is great. Like I feel like there's a fun way to go about it. But what do you think?
Actually, coming back to your question, one I think that does it well, he's not really a slasher for sure, but it's like a serial killer. Like David Fincher really does those very well.
Who's that?
He does Fight Club. He did Zodiac, Seven. Seven is like one of the best ones.
I love Seven.
With Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. Yeah, Fincher. He did The Social Network.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. Yeah. He's one of my favorites. He's very dark. Yeah, he's one of those very rare Moviepuffs certified director.
Yeah.
So he's really nice. He's fire with it. I also wanted to another one I just watched was Companion.
Interesting.
You did, yes. That's the
Share
one
a little
with
bit about that.
Yeah,
That's on my watch list.
exactly. So Companion.
That's the guy from the boys, right?
Okay. Jack Quaid. Jack Quaid.
He's a Nepo baby.
He's a Nepo baby.
His father was in The Substance.
Yes, Dennis Quaid. Dennis
Yes.
Quaid.
I feel like I know Dennis Quaid from other work too.
Oh yeah, you know him from Parent Trap.
Parent Trap.
Parent Trap. Flight of the Phoenix. He's done a couple of works.
about him.
Yeah.
I was gonna be a subservient, like
Yeah. No, and I don't like those movies, right? Like like Afraid and
movie.
right. And Companion, it was different for me because I didn't even watch the trailer. I'm like, because I've been doing that lately. I don't want to watch a trailer because people don't know how to cut trailers nowadays. They give out too much.
So you didn't even know it was
Why?
AI.
I had no idea. So
Wait, don't get too much because I didn't.
I know she didn't see it either. But the fact that I didn't know that when there's the reveal and you're like, oh, this is what it is. But they do humanize it very well because it does follow the trope and everything related to a cabin fever movie. Kind of like, you're trapped and you need to escape and, you're in a cabin, you're in a remote location and you gotta survive, but, there's a little twist to this one, but I highly recommend. I give it a...
Out of 5, yeah.
Yeah, I think, what was it, a 3 out of 5? 4 out of 5. I give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
That's because it was pretty good. It didn't take itself too seriously, but Jack Quaid does a good bad guy. He's
believe it.
really good as a bad guy. I remember him
believe
from
it.
Scream. He did a
Yes,
good job
he
at Scream.
did.
He
Which was
fooled
typical.
us. But
Yeah, but we kind of all call that.
we know what's going on. Yeah.
Okay, so wait, I have a question, and
Yeah.
I feel like this is a really good one.
Yeah.
This is the last question, y'all. Promise. If you were to pick a movie to torture someone, what would that movie be?
I have one. Because to this day, it's on my list of worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
God damn.
And I watched it in a cabin. We were in the Poconos, and there was nothing to do. And it was like an old VHS and all these tapes. I don't know. I think they bought the house with that tape in the closet. I didn't know what it was. It was called Absolute Zero. It's one of those movies that's
God, I saw
like
that one.
end of the world. The north and south pole of the earth, it stopped spinning like this. It just flipped the other way. So Miami was cold all of a sudden, you know, and they kept using the same clip over and over again. You could see it.
Well, you love bad movies, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think even you would be tortured by it. It's really, oh my God, it's terrible. It's really, really bad.
I believe it.
It's really,
Okay.
really bad.
I mean, it sounds bad.
The thing,
You would definitely.
the title, it's Score.
It's Absolute Zero. Damn, you are ruthless.
No, it's really.
I'm thinking-
Hey, if you feel brave, go for it. But damn,
What's a movie I would torture someone? Damn. Do you have one?
I mean, this is a good question, but I would just say the
You
Human
love
Centipede.
that movie? Oh, that is torture.
And I would play all of them consecutively and you
On
have to
repeat throughout the whole-
right? So I think there's three. I think there's three maybe. So
Yeah, you a madman. What would I?
madman.
I don't know. I just think of
probably sit there and watch it with them on loops.
That's funny.
maybe the
Sicko.
VHS. Speaking of VHS, maybe the VHS little the tape. You ever seen those?
series?
The series, yeah.
You told me about it.
Yes.
another anthology.
Yes, I thought yes. There's like so many.
I haven't. I don't know. That's a great like get high and just watch. 'cause it's
Yeah,
just
but there's
a
so
bunch of
many.
stories that are just crazy.
Yes, I feel like that's torture though.
That is
'cause-
torture. That's something like you want some soul shit. Yeah, you want some soul shit there. That's true. That's true. I like that. That's going.
All right, well, okay, y'all. That pretty much wraps it up.
That's good.
These
That's
movies, meaning Cabin Fever movies,
Yeah.
explore.
There's so many.
There's so many.
Yeah, Contagion. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
couple.
They
There's a couple
explore
down.
different aspects of isolation,
The Descent.
confinement, the psychological
Clockwork
effects
Orange.
they can have on individuals and groups.
The Thing.
Yes, the thing which they remade.
They remade it. The OG is good with Kurt Russell. That one was great.
watch that
Right.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
They-
10 Cloverfield Lane. That
Yeah,
one with
that's
John
another good
Goodman.
one.
That's a good one too.
They
Yeah.
often involve elements of horror, thriller, or psychological drama.
Black Swan, psychological.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
And can be unsettling and sometimes disturbing to watch. If you haven't watched The Substance, that shit is disturbing.
Substance is great. It's a good movie. I mean, in the third act, I can see where it loses most people. But the artist in me really loves that movie, man.
Shout out to my girl, Demi Moore, girl.
She
It's finally your time to
killed
shine,
it.
baby.
Yeah. I actually hope she won the Oscar for
Me
this.
too. I want her to.
Yeah.
She deserves it. My girl been
She
doing
really
it for
went
too
ham
long.
for this one.
She buried it all.
Hopefully our she really did.
Or none.
Hopefully our discussion has given you some new films to add on your watch list or perhaps even inspire you to revisit some old favorites. Just remember as you settle in to your next movie night, maybe double check the locks. Okay?
Yes. Important.
What was that meme? They robbing kids. Hide your kids.
Hide your wives, because
wives.
they're robbing everybody out in here.
And make sure you have a plenty supplies just in case Jason fucking busts into that door and try to. If you definitely fucking, because he loves busting into people when they in the middle
While
of
you
sex.
busting. You like you busting while you busting.
All right, y'all. Make sure you join us on our next episode. We'll be diving into Ryan Coogler because we have Sinners.
Yeah, it's your movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
real.
perfect.
There we go, y'all.
And that's a wrap. Roll the credits. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and stream.